public schools and prayer. That is governed by the First Amendment of the Constitution. And the First Amendment provides that Congress shall make no law establishing or prohibiting a religion. And the Supreme Court has repeatedly said that public school officials cannot favor or prohibit the religious exercise. And courts have also said that there's nothing in the Constitution that prohibits public school student from praying either before, during, or after school, as long as it does not interfere with instruction.
If you are unable to perform your prayer immediately at the time of prayer, it's okay if you are in class and you're asked to do it immediately at the time that becomes available right after class or after test or so forth. You're not punished that you're not doing it right at the time, and we all understand that part. I think communication is very, very important. So as Tom mentioned, you find the right channel to address that with them. You explain yourself, because sometimes people don't understand the reasoning behind things, and once the explanation is done, then things become much smoother. And take it from someone with experience, as I mentioned to you, people respect others when things are explained to them. Respect your decisions, as long as you are not impacting anybody else or impacting the learning environment, that should be fine.
If you have students who have to pray at a specific time within the schools, I would encourage you to speak with your administrator that an appropriate space is provided for you. And if for our students who are here, if you're a bit reluctant to do that, everyone has a different personality. Please be sure, parents, that you inform the administrators at the school of your child's needs in terms of prayer and time of praying, and the administrators will provide that appropriate space. If you, which I highly doubt you will, but if you encounter any type of resistance to that, please be sure to email me at jeffholness@broadschools.com.
Prayer happens every day in all of our schools. It has always been happening. It's a very private act, and I can tell, and I can ask the students here, how many of you have ever, had a test and you didn't study for it, and 5 minutes before that test, you're looking for divine intervention to help you with some of those answers. Happens all the time. And so since prayer is a very private act, it does occur. With regards to Broward County Public Schools, as you mentioned, Omar, we are a public school district. And as a public school district, we do have separation of church and state. We do have requirements of instructional hours that students are required. And we do have a moment of silence at the beginning of every school day. You have that over there, sure. And it's a moment of silence in which we do not direct students on how to use that moment. Students can use that moment at the beginning of the day to pray if they wish, to reflect. They can use it to sleep if they choose. It's their own time to use it as they wish. So we do honor that. We also do honor our Muslim students, knowing that our Muslim students do pray continuously throughout the day. And I know that there have been many situations in many schools where students have approached teachers, have approached administrators, and asked for a private space for prayer. And I don't know of any incident that's ever, and been doing this now for at least 10 years working in this department, where any student has ever been denied the right to have a private place to pray. The only thing that we cannot do in a public school is have any religious objects that are on display. Or maybe you just, are looking for a private place, and you have approached your administrator or approached your teacher, and that you have not had the opportunity to have that space. Please reach out to us, because sometimes it is a fear of the unknown that maybe a teacher may have, or a fear of the unknown that an administrator might have in not wanting to make the wrong decision. And by not making the wrong decision, sometimes decisions aren't made.
Staff development training. And these trainings are important so that our staff can understand the needs of our diverse group of students and understand what their role is in the process. Now, as students, you can also be involved, and this is really important. Try to be involved in a lot of the clubs so you can increase awareness. It could be the Human Relations Club, different student association that would embrace diversity, and that would increase your peers being understanding of your religious practices and so on. So I think at a district level, for us as district leaders, we have to make sure we train teachers so that would not happen in Broward County Public Schools. I think when teachers are properly trained and they understand what the needs are of a diverse group of students, the likelihood of that type of incident occurring in Broward County Schools is highly unlikely. And like I said, for students, you do play a role as students in your schools to increase awareness through your social clubs and so on and so forth, so that everyone can respect each other in a diverse environment.